Hello Pivekans! My name is Bree. If you don't remember me, I was a counselor a couple years ago. I taught arts and crafts, and then the next summer I was actually the assistant program director and then program director. So I did all of the evening programs and worked with the program staff and all that fun stuff. I love Camp Piveka. I'm super happy that I'm able to help out this summer from far away, from my home in San Diego. So I'm gonna do some arts and crafts with you today, and we're gonna make a kind of DIY stained glass window situation. So it's tissue paper, so when you put it up against the window, the sun will shine through it and it'll be a really cool stained glass picture. All you need for this is paper, tissue paper, which just use any scrap tissue paper you have lying around your house. I just gathered all of the fun little ones I could find, so I have kind of some Christmas ones, and I have a birthday one in here somewhere. Anyway, just grab all the scrap tissue paper you can, and then you'll need some scissors and something to color with, so crayons or coloring pencils, and then some sort of glue. You can use tape or Elmer's glue, like a glue stick, or I'm using Mod Podge because that's just what I have lying around. But there's lots of ways you could do this. I tried to just grab things that I had around my house. So there's a couple different ways you can make it. I made a sun for Camp Piveka, but I also made a flower because it's a lot more colorful. And then today we together are gonna make a pineapple because I love pineapples. So yeah, get your stuff, get your cutting supplies, gluing supplies, and your tissue paper. I have some yellow, kind of a brown, and then this green plastic thing that I'm gonna use. So yeah, let's get started. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna color. So I have my little coloring sheet, and you can use the ones I used. Here's the flower and the sun. You can use the ones that I used, or you can find your own. Just go on Google and literally type in any shape coloring page and it'll come up. The only thing you have to make sure is that it's symmetrical, because what we're gonna do, you're gonna need two of them, is we're gonna cut them out and then glue them together like this so you can flip it over and it's the same on either side. So you just have to make sure it's symmetrical and you put it right in the middle. But the ones I've chosen are symmetrical, so if you don't want to look, just use the ones that I did. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna color. So I'm only gonna cut out the middle of the pineapple. So I'm gonna color this top part. I'm gonna find some light greens and some dark greens, because that's what color pineapples, the tops of pineapples are. And then I'm just gonna start coloring, and then yeah, we're just gonna make it pretty. So as I'm coloring this, or as you guys are coloring, and you can color any way you feel like. If you don't want to color in the lines, don't. You can kind of just do whatever you want. You could even take a whole crayon, take the wrapping off, and just kind of, I don't know if you can see, but just rub it across. You can do that too. You don't have to color. You can just kind of skip this step, just watch me color, and then do it the way that you want to do it. It's up to you. It's pretty adaptable. But yeah, as I'm coloring, I was just thinking about how much of a bummer it is that we're not able to meet in person this summer. But I was thinking of all my favorite memories of Camp Piveka, and I've got a lot. I don't think I can think of any specific one that tops them all, but I can think of a few kind of events that I've loved that we've done, that I wish we could do again, and we're probably gonna do this summer on Zoom somehow. But the dances are probably my favorite. I don't know about you guys, what are your favorites? Dances or talent shows? The talent show's a big one for me. I love the talent show. Or what else? Campfires. I love doing little skits around the campfire. Those are always a good time. Or even just kind of hanging out in your cabin, going swimming. It's pretty hot out this summer, especially if you're in LA. And if you don't have access to a pool, it's especially hot. I don't really have access to a pool, so I just kind of wish that I did. But yeah, what are your guys' favorite memories? I don't know if you're able to comment down below, but you should. Talk about your favorite memory of Camp Paivica. I sound like such a YouTuber. Comment below your favorite memory. Yeah, let's share them. I think a couple years ago we did a luau for the dance party, and that was so much fun. We all dressed up in kind of Hawaiian clothes, and everybody had these flower leis that they wore on their head or around their neck, and it was so fun, and everyone got super dressed up. It was probably the best week of costumes that we had. That's one of my favorite memories. Or every year, the 4th of July at camp, for some reason, is so fun. Everyone gets very patriotic, even if you're not from America. And we all get dressed up, and it's a good time. Okay, so I'm almost done coloring. You can take as long as you want, but I don't want to spend too much time just sitting here coloring. But here's my pineapples. I colored them both the same, just a little bit of green, a little bit of light green. They could be, I went very traditional, but you can color them any color you want. You can go purple. You put a little bit of purple in yours. I should have done that. I'm gonna put a little purple in there, because why not? It's camp. We're here to have fun from our homes, from our living rooms. Put a little bit of purple in my pineapple. What the heck? All right, successfully added purple to my pineapple, just for kicks and giggles. Almost done. Boom, okay, purpled it up. Here's a little bit of, oh, this one's better. Here's a little bit of purple. Okay, so then the next step, you may need some help with this. We're gonna cut the pineapple out. So I have some pretty sharp scissors. If you have someone in your house who can help you cut, I would ask them. Otherwise, do your best, be careful. Don't cut the edge. You kind of want to fold the paper and cut in the middle like this, so that you can cut the inside of the pineapple without breaking the outside. That part's important. It's very important. If you break it, it's no big deal, but just try your best. So I'm gonna cut around, being as careful as I can to cut in an even circle, but it's hard, especially if you have the flower or the sun, because they've got a lot of angles on them. It took me a little bit, which is why I saved the pineapple for today, because it's the quickest. So I'm just gonna cut in a circle. Ah, oops, I ripped it. Oh well. Happy accidents. Oh man. Okay, going for the second one. Oh man, I miss you guys. Cracking jokes, being silly. One of my favorite things about doing arts and crafts was that sports or nature would almost always end up playing basketball outside. And about halfway through the craft, I would lose almost all the campers to the basketball game, but I didn't even care, because basketball's fun. I just wish I could have played with you guys. But I thought that was kind of funny. Going and playing basketball in the middle of your craft. That's just pretty cool. Make your counselor finish your craft for you, right? Can't do that this summer now, can ya? You're gonna have to do this craft all on your own, or with help, or whoever's in your house. Okay, so I finished cutting them out. This is what it looks like. I'll have 2 pieces. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick your favorite one and put that one face down on the table, so that the colorful side is on the table and the blank side is facing you. And then take the other one and just kind of put it aside. Then you take your colored tissue paper and you're gonna have to tear them into strips. So this part's kind of fun because all you have to do is just grab the end and rip it. And you just rip right on down until you get these fun strips of tissue paper. And make sure they're not longer than the paper itself, so you kind of have to measure. But yeah, you just keep on ripping until you have as many as you think you need. I kind of like this one because it's a fun shape. This one's kind of thick. I don't think I'm gonna use that one. But make sure you get all your colors too. I'm gonna do mostly yellow because pineapples are mostly yellow. But yeah, just keep on going. And then I'm gonna get a little bit of brown in here. Just rip the brown too. Oops. Oh yeah, this is good. A few pieces of brown. You really don't need that much because it's a pretty small pineapple. We'll just get a few of those. I'm just gonna cut, actually I don't even know if the green will work. We're gonna put the green aside. Plot twist, change of plans, no green today. All right, and then you're gonna get your gluing mechanism, so your tape or your stick glue, or for me, I decided to be really messy and get some Mod Podge because that's just what I had in my arts and crafts box. And you're just gonna take a little bit and let me tilt this down. There you go. And then you're just gonna put some on the paper where the tissue paper is gonna go. Just do a little bit at a time. Don't do the whole thing. Just do like where you're gonna put your tissue paper first. And then take the one you want. I'm gonna start with brown and just lay it on. Smooth it down. Tissue paper is very fragile, so you don't need to rub it too much or it'll rip. I'm gonna alternate. I'm gonna go with a little bit of yellow next. Just pat that on there like this. See how it's hanging off the edge over here? That's okay, we'll fix that later. And then kind of just keep dabbing down the glue as you need it. It's okay to put glue on top of the tissue paper you already have down, that's fine. And then I'm gonna do another yellow, actually not, do brown, and kind of overlay it. And then another yellow on top. It goes pretty quickly once you get the hang of it. And then you just alternate. Glue, tissue paper, glue, tissue paper, glue. It's kind of like a song. You could sing it to yourself. Glue, tissue paper, glue, tissue paper, glue. Someone performed that for the talent show. I want to see it. I want to see it happen. Okay, almost done. What are we at? Brown. Go for some brown. This one's a little long, so I'm gonna rip it and end with yellow. All right. And then the final step is you have to glue your last piece on like this, so it's a sandwich. And so you just take a little bit of glue. You don't need a lot, otherwise the paper will get all wrinkly, and you just kind of cover the necessary spots. So get the corners. Don't forget your corners. Corners are important. Get the middle. Put some here on this side. Put some over here. Just slap that down. Boop, 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 boop. And then when you're ready, you just lay the pineapple down as closely as you can to match up the edges. And then you just smooth it on. Make sure it sticks, like this. And then you have a pineapple on both sides. Now, don't worry about these little hangy things, or if you mismatched the edges, that's okay. Because then you can take your handy dandy scissors and you just trim it right off, and it's like it was never even a problem. You kind of just cut around the edges to make them even. You don't have to do this, but I think it's fine. Trim them up. One more side, because I think my top is fine. And there you have it, a professionally done little stained glass window fruit for summer. Oh my goodness, there's a supply I totally forgot to tell you about. It's ribbon, because you need to be able to hang it up somewhere. Like, see on my flower, there's a little ribbon here. You can kind of hang it up on the wall. So take your ribbon. This is just some old Christmas ribbon we have lying around. I really like the green because of the pineapple. So I'm just gonna cut a short piece. Oops, cut that off. Cut a short piece. And let me see if I have some tape lying around. I do, in this bag somewhere. Oh no. Oh, I found it. I think. All right, pro tip, be more prepared than me. Okay, I found my tape. So you just take a little bit of tape and then just tape your ribbon on in a little hoop so that you can hang it up. Just tape it right on top. And there you have it, Pie-Vegans. You have a little window hanging. So I hope this was fun. I had a great time making it, theoretically with you in my own home. But when you finish, take a picture of it and post it, I don't know, somewhere. If you have an Instagram, we want to see it. If you can tag us in it, that would be awesome. But if not, just hang it up in your house and enjoy it, or hang it on your fridge. But hang it by a window so the sun can shine through. But that's all I got for today. Hope you enjoyed Arts and Crafts. Miss you guys. Have a great summer. Go Camp Pie-Vega. Alright, so I thought you guys would want to see what the hangings look like on a window, so I went and hung some up here. So I just want to show you how cool they look with all the different colors. The flower one's probably my favorite with the colorful tissue paper, but they all look pretty unique just hanging on the window. But yeah, thought you'd like to see that, so happy crafting!